Come here.
I'm choking over here.
Alright, as normal, I have, well, this is actually Quest protein powder, which is freaking amazing next to Dead Monster. Everything's dying in here tonight. But anyway, so got the Walden Farms, and I'm drizzling it on this rice cake. It's actually a plain rice cake because I don't have the macros for the other ones, and I am going to add a little bit, not much, of the marshmallow fluff on top of the. This is calorie free again. On top, are you gonna live?
Yeah, sorry.
All right. On top, I was just checking. Didn't want to know if I'd go ahead and plan like a party or whatnot. But I was gonna put the marshmallow fluff on top of the berries here with the rice cake. So you just want to check this out. And I mean, I know some of you guys are like, oh, this is disgusting. No, man, like, dude, rice cake and protein sludge is freaking amazing. Like, dude, I wouldn't be eating it all the time if it wasn't freaking awesome. Shut up, dude. But
Don't say anything. Choke on a blueberry, Josh.
This is how I get treated. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, this is only 200 grams of carbs today, and I've had so much fun with it. I mean, it didn't have to be miserable, guys. Like, I mean, yeah, I went 8 hours without food, but I mean, honestly, I was doing things I need to do, grocery shopping, whatever. You don't have to be miserable. Alright. Obviously, I eat nutrient dense. Like, I had a giant salad. I have 2 servings of fruit every day. Alright, I eat broccoli. They had broccoli mixed in it and asparagus. So, I mean, I'm getting a reasonable amount of vitamins and minerals just through my diet. On top of filling in the gaps with supplements that I need to fill in. The big picture is get it from your diet. Okay, and I mean, with the carbohydrates, you know, you can experiment with yourself to figure out what works for you, what doesn't. Some people flare up and just can't have certain carbs. I mean, like, straight up, like, hey man, it's just something that doesn't work well for them. Everybody has certain foods that just don't work well for them. But for the majority of you, you can have these foods. Okay? When people say that bread makes them blow up, some people, sure, I mean, legit. But, I mean, the majority of you guys, you just need to know how much is coming in, because when you're eating the bread, it's probably a shit ton of it. If we'll be honest. I mean, when you add something back in, where, I mean, you're talking about maybe 5-10 grams of carbs every few days, extra that you're adding in. Let's see what the equivalent of that is. That's like 2 or 3 freaking strawberries. Okay, that's like a tablespoon of what? Of like a high fiber jelly? I mean, come on, it's just not much that we're talking about adding in. But a lot of times people reintroduce their carbohydrates, it's from, you know, it's a lot. Like, you can't reintroduce 100 grams of carbs over a few days. Unless you're just a genetic, like, unless you're genetics, like, unless you're just that, like, gifted. I mean, some people are, but most people, I mean, especially women, once you've been in a caloric deficit for a long time, dude, you can't do that. You throw 100 grams of of extra carbs at your body over the course of a week, you're gonna blow up. I mean, unless you haven't been on a carbohydrate restrictive diet. If you have, more than likely you are. I mean, more than likely you gotta slowly add it back in. Gradual. Everything's in moderation, including reintroduction. Not only is it in moderation when you take it away, when you take something away, you want to take away as little as possible to see the weight loss you're trying to see. You wouldn't take away all your carbohydrates if you could leave yourself with 150 of them and still lose the same amount of weight. Okay? Because your body's going to adapt to a certain percentage of that. Why take away more than what you have to? Okay? Why take away certain foods that you shouldn't have to take away? This looks like the most fat ass thing you would ever eat. It's absolutely freaking awesome. It looks fat. It looks like Fat Boy Central, man. But it's protein powder. It's an illusion. It tastes amazing, and with the frozen blueberries, it tastes like I'm eating almost like a frozen yogurt. Okay, it tastes awesome, but it's not. I love ice cream, but most of the time I don't eat it on a deficit. And this gives me an illusion that I'm eating it. I know a lot of people who absolutely love ice cream, and they're like, oh, I can't have it. Listen, take a banana, some protein powder, some almond milk, blend it up, not even almond milk, a banana, protein powder, and Greek yogurt. Put it in a food processor, blend that up. I got a video on that. Throw some coconut oil in there, or something, some source of fat, some peanut butter. Put it in the freezer, freeze it, and bam, you have protein ice cream. All right, and it will be yummy as. Okay, it's all how you make it, not what you're making. Okay, how you make it, not what you're making, it determines how many grams of fats, carbs, proteins in. Anyway, am I rambling on here?
You're good.
So I'm gonna finish my yumminess, and I highly recommend trying this. This one's at Fish and Macros, huh?
It smells good.
And you gave a grotesque face over it.
I know. I don't do sludge very well.
But it tastes so good.
But that chocolate smells really good.
I don't eat non-good tasting stuff. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and try this meal, and then just choose fitness.